So, Gizella, you want to just sit here and just tell me what Mrs. Weisshaus has been, your case is...
Well, I came now to the Southern District. My case is before George Cote, Denise Cote. It's very interesting. She was wondering how the case came about that she should wear my hair. I really filed a lawsuit to join Christine Anderson before George Shira Shanglin. And Shira Shanglin, she reprimanded already Fagan for certain improper things that he did in a case before her.
Oh, just say it again because the trucks are going by.
Yeah. Shira Shanglin, she didn't want to take, it seems, this case because she reprimanded Fagan in another case where he was involved because he is really not doing the right thing for nobody. So how the court decided without her signature to transfer it to George Denise Cote. George Denise Cote was involved in a case but Fagan started in 1995. Really, he didn't start it. I paid him money in 94. He should start the case. But he didn't do it. In the beginning of 95, I paid for another lawyer to do the work. And Fagan was paid also, he should revise the case. But Fagan screwed me up. I mean,
how much did you pay him?
Well, I have for him, I think, about over $1,000. I paid altogether for that case $4,500. And he got some 2 checks for sure. And then he got the $750 in the beginning, his law firm, to do the thing that he didn't do. So that case was very interestingly decided. I mean, he went to a conference, and they would let me in, and then he made a deal with another lawyer who wasn't even on the case, by the name of Solomon Stein, and he did so many fraudulent things before this George that I wanted to say she should recuse herself. But I'm happy now that she did an open court hearing, and that she's going to allow me expert witnesses and to present my papers and what he did to me then. That's why I lost a house, I lost a factory, but sharing the building, and these people, their children are benefiting from my work. My 2 sons were killed. One was killed.
From your work, one was killed?
Yeah. Because
how?
They wouldn't let. He was a heavy-set man. They wouldn't let him use the elevator, and I have proof of this in the building. He had to walk up 65 steps to get to our place to work.
Why would they do that?
Because that they doing this they did this the same thing now. I find out the lawsuits, and I have lawsuits. I filed lawsuits against them. They dismissing the case. I never had a trial. And they don't dismiss the case on the marriage. They do it crookedly. And the same thing happened in the Swiss case. He's claiming...
The Swiss case is not associated with this case. It's
no,
separate,
it's
though,
not.
isn't it?
But he started the Swiss case, and because of the Swiss case, they wanted to remove kill me financially, then I wouldn't scream at them. That's the whole thing.
So now if you got your reparations, it was for your wages when you were in Auschwitz, right? That's what
this I'm getting.
You're getting that?
Sure, I'm getting that.
How much was that?
Well, the thing is, it's very interesting how this works. We get a check, my husband gets a check monthly, and it depends. Last month it was a higher check because each end of the year they give an additional bonus. But this month I don't know. It should be around, according how the dollar stands with the euro, it should be around, my check, around $700 or $800 monthly. And if not of this, I wouldn't be able to survive.
I see.
Yeah.
But that's separate from your factory.
Well, that's separate. That has nothing to do with the fact that has to do with my slave labor.
Right.
Yeah. But my husband received a couple of years back, maybe 4 years back, he received $8,200 for his slave labor in Germany. I mean, that he was in the slave labor camps.
He was in Vienna, right?
Yeah, he was in Austria.
Yeah.
So he received that money. He received it through people in Austria. They were very nice to him. And they find out that here in New York, with the German Reparations, they're not doing the right thing. Here it's being administered by the claims conference. They are at a bunch of crooks. You know, you never saw Jews should steal from other Jews. They wouldn't let in some Holocaust survivors, but they throw them out. They have their Russian clerks there, and they just mean. Yes.
So we're going to go and we're going to videotape some of these other survivors. So we can get some evidence.
I had a demonstration. I organized a demonstration against them. I think it's also in 2000. I have a video. Frank Krabbe made a video for me. And I have all the evidence. But you know what they're doing? They buy off the journalists. They shouldn't write. I mean, we have no exposure.
They don't let the journalists write?
Yes.
Well, we're going to change that, huh?
So that's, I'm hoping it will be a country not only for the rich people who are stealing. It should be for the honest people who want to preserve the justice here.
It's just that it reminded me of how Louisa was treated about the sexual harassment. They were saying it was her fault, and you said that the survivors said you have to keep track, and if you're $1 over, then you don't get any money.
Sure, yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm hoping you can find some of these for me. I will go there to their houses.
Right.
Because you're pretty strong. You're in good shape, Gizella. You're looking good.
Well, thank God I'm still walking around. Some of my friends, but I'm someday younger than them because I was only 14 and I have to the Holocaust.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And most of my friends were older.
And you have a very persistent attitude also. So they got your factory because they said you were organizing and they didn't want you to...
Oh, they said on the factory, first of all, that they made false entries.
Claims.
That I was the manager, and then false signatures. And then they claimed that I didn't pay the taxes. They collected the money, millions of dollars.
But why were they doing this to you? Why? Why?
Well, it's a game of money here. It's a game of money.
Because you said that they went through $500 million trying to find the accounts, and you already knew the accounts, right? Your father put money in the Swiss banks. You didn't need their help, right?
Sure, I didn't need. But
you didn't need Paul Volcker.
Listen, the whole thing, the space case is another hoax. It was never a class certification. The woman who settled with Fagin, it's very interesting why she needed to lie to the whole world. This I don't understand. Fagin told me that time, we're going to re-elect D'Amato. He sent out brochures with my family's picture.
Your family's picture?
Yes, without my permission.
Do you have these pictures?
Sure, I have everything.
So we can show, because I'm just worried. They were talking about a handwriting analysis.
Yeah, no, don't
that they're
worry.
going to look at your documents and they're going to say you're not the real person. So can we prove with photographs and that your father, and maybe I come out to Williamsburg where you are, and something like that, to show that you really were 14 years old?
I have a lot of videos from that time that they made.
Okay, let's do that, and let's go to Queens. The weaker people older than you who are in their homes and they can't come out and fight all the time in court here.
Listen, I have a friend there. She's in the 80s. She hardly works, but she says she wouldn't let in nobody in the house because it's a mess, her house. She doesn't want to have cleaning women because they're stealing from her.
Yeah. Well, how about if you and I go together?
So I don't know. She says she's willing to go anywhere I want.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Yeah. So
anything final to say, Gizella, about today? What are you hoping for?
I'm hoping just that the court system should be changed, and people shouldn't suffer so much. They shouldn't be victimized, because this country is not going to last like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And what they did to me, they're doing to other people.
I know.
And other people cannot fight it back.
They're coming for your case. And maybe you come for theirs. There's Sherry Bender is fighting, and there's many. I'm learning more myself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right.
Okay.
Thank you for...